everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Alex and today I'm going to be reviewing the BookMate Max by Achievers, also known as Achievers Must. Before I begin my review, I just want to state that Achievers is a smaller, independently owned company whose founder is regularly featured in their promotional materials. He seems very passionate and excited to be selling this product he created, which I think is wonderful. My background is that I used to consult for entrepreneurs and present ways that they could make improvements to their business. So this video is going to be part product review and part recommendations in case anyone from the company ends up seeing this. I am not sponsored. I paid for all of this with my own money, completely unprompted. I was scrolling on Instagram one day, which is never a good way to start a sentence, and I came across an ad for the BookMate Max. Now, it was promoted as this convenient way for you to annotate your books because you have all of these different flags that are in fun, various colors. You have these pen loops here that can hold up to 4 markers or pens, and it magnetically adheres to the front cover of any book, soft cover or hardcover. I was definitely intrigued, but I wasn't looking to make an impulse buy, so I didn't buy it right away. And then I started getting ads from this company every single day for about a week, and I was like, okay, I gotta see whether this company is even legit. And a word of advice from me, there are a couple things you can do to help keep yourself safe online if you're planning on buying from a company that you've never ordered from before. The first is just to Google whether a company is legit. Typically people who have been scammed in the past will report it because they don't want other people to be scammed as well. Achievers ended up being fine. The second and far more important thing is to actually check the URL of any website that you go to. So when you click on an ad and it takes you to a site, sometimes it will look like it is a legitimate company. But if you go and you check the URL, you'll note that the URL name and the website name are not the same. And what this indicates is that a scam company is spoofing a legitimate company. So what you can do to protect yourself is to get out of the ad, go onto Google, look up the company in Google, and go to their website from there. And then you can compare the website that you saw on the ad versus the one that you saw on Google. If they're not the same, that means that it was a scam company. And if they are the same, that means that it was a legitimate ad. So I did this with Achievers. Their Instagram ads ended up being real. Their website ended up being real, which was awesome. I also really appreciated that they offered alternate options for payment because for me, I prefer to pay with PayPal because I don't like putting my credit card information directly into a website. So that's how I made my purchase. So I'm there on the website and I'm looking at all the different BookMate versions, and I decided on the BookMate Max because that was the one that was most promoted and it appealed to me the best because I like the different flag colors and I also like that they had flags that came in different sizes. So I ordered one BookMate Max, which comes with 1,200 tabs automatically, one sticky note and flag set, and one pack of set number 1, which was just the color options that it came with. After their welcome discount, which was 10% off, I was at $55.66 for my order, and I decided to pay the $6.95 for tracked shipping, which brought my total to $62.61. Their website promotes that they ship same day or next day. I placed my order on August 5th, so if I assumed that it would take up to the 7 full business days, I was expecting my order no later than August 15th. I received my order on September 23rd, 49 days, several emails to customer service, and a change to my order later. I knew that something was wrong after a week went by and I didn't get any sort of update about my order, so I decided to contact customer service. I will be putting all of the communications on here, not because I'm calling anyone from their customer service department out. They were all super nice people and they did their best to help me, but I want to prove to you that I was a legitimate customer and these are the things that I was told. So my first message to them was through their online form on their website. And I said, I placed an order on August 5th with my order number. I requested shipping with tracking, but my order is still only confirmed. Please let me know when my order will be shipped since it's been a week. Thank you, Alex. I received an email back from someone who identified himself as Steve, the store manager, and he said, hope you're doing well. Firstly, I wanted to apologize for the delay in your order. I know it can be frustrating to not have received any updates from us, and I'm sorry if we let you down. When you placed your order, we unfortunately ran out of stock and our website couldn't update that information in a timely manner. We're currently only taking pre-orders for the BookMates. I assure you that your order will ship out on 5th of September 2023. I'm really sorry for any inconvenience this may have caused, and I want to assure you that we're taking steps to make sure it doesn't happen again. Thank you for your understanding and patience. So overall, that was a polite and apologetic email that I received back, but I was undoubtedly very disappointed that I was going to be waiting for my order to ship a full month to the day from when I originally placed my order. And that wasn't, of course, for me to receive it. That was just waiting for it to be put in the mail, which then made me feel really bad that I ended up paying for tracked shipping, because if I would have known that it was going to take that long, I probably wouldn't have spent that extra money. They could have used the fact that they ran out of stock as a marketing opportunity. All they had to do was go on their website and make a post, first thing that any customer would see, and say, hey, we sold out this many units in this many days. We're so excited that our product is popular. We have more material on order. We're so excited to get it to you. Here's the lead time. That's honestly all that I needed for them to do in order for me to have been more satisfied with my order. Because I can tell you that for me personally, if that had been on the website, I still would have placed an order despite the lead time, and I wouldn't have been frustrated because my expectation would have been set. It also just doesn't take that long to update a website. I know, because I have one and I've built one for another company. It could have taken them like 10 to 20 minutes. So anyway, my email that I sent out on September 5th at 3:30 p.m. just was very simple, and it said this: hello Steve, I just wanted to confirm that my order will be shipping out today. Can you please let me know? Thank you, Alex. I didn't hear back until September 10th, and the person who ended up helping me from here on out is Christine, and she was honestly awesome. She was very helpful, and this was her first email back to me. Hi Alex, I hope you're doing well. Firstly, I apologize for the delay in sending your order. I wanted to let you know that your order is scheduled to be shipped out tomorrow, and I wanted to quickly update you. I noticed that your order includes one Max BookMate refill pack set 4. Our logistics team informed me that the new shipment for this refill will take a little longer to arrive. We have 3 refill options available right now that you can choose any of them instead, and I'll be sure your order is sent out as soon as possible. Then she lists the 3 different options and says, once again, sorry about the delay. Please let me know your preference and I will ship your full order out to you as early as tomorrow. Take care and best regards, Christine. So I got back to her later that night, wasn't expecting her to respond until the next day, and I said, hi Christine, thank you very much for following up. Since I have option A on my order already, can I swap the one not in stock for an option B? So my final order will include 1 BookMate Max, 1 BookMate Sticky Flags Refill Pack Set 1, 1 BookMate Sticky Flags Refill Pack Set 2, including the welcome discount of minus $6.19 and shipping at $6.95. I believe that brings my total to $60.61, which is $2 less than the original order of $62.61. This will work just fine for me. Thank you, Alex. And she replied back on September 11th, great, thank you for your understanding. Yes, that is absolutely right. I've also refunded your remaining balance. Please allow 3 to 4 days for it to reflect in your account. If there's anything else I can do for you, please let me know. Best, Christine. And just because I have worked in customer service and I generally like customer service people, I wrote her back and I said, thank you so much, Christine. You've been fantastic. And she was so kind and wrote me back and said, I just want to say a huge thanks for your support and patience. You're amazing. If you ever need assistance or have questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here to make your day better and smoother. Fantastic, especially during a very frustrating situation. So I immediately ended up getting my refund. I got my new order, which is listed here. It ended up being $60.82 because I messed up on the 10% off discount. I didn't calculate that when I was originally writing her. So that one was on me. But I did get my refund. In my particular situation, I think it would have been better for the company to reach out to me proactively and say, hey, by the way, we're having a delay with your order. If you would like one of these other options instead, please let us know. We'll change your order, or you can wait, and here's what the lead time will be if you want to keep your original order. Prevent me from feeling like I'm the one doing the work to find out what's going on with my order. So I was ready for my tracking and my order confirmation to come through, and I got the email and it said, some items in your order are on the way, which worried me because, again, I paid extra for shipping. So I'm thinking, well, if only part of it shipped and I'm going to end up having another order, I'm going to be double charged for shipping. So I had to reach out to customer service again. And I really do hate bothering people in customer service because usually what's going on with your order isn't their fault. So when I wrote her, I said, hi Christine, hate to send this email as you have been so helpful. Unfortunately, I'm still having issues with my order. I received an email that my package was to be shipped out and got my tracking, included the tracking number. I received this number last week and it still hasn't shipped out, but also it doesn't include all the items in my order. I know it isn't your fault, so if there's any way that you can assist with this frustrating situation, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Alex. Oh, and that was the other thing, is I got the tracking and then the following week it still hadn't shipped out. So I was just really confused about what was going on with my order. And this is the final email for this video, I promise. I got a reply back from Christine and she said, "Hello Alex, I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for reaching out. I'm really sorry for any issues you've had with your order, but I'm here to help make things right. Your order directly left our overseas factory on September 13th. It's a bit different because the customs and rules, which can sometimes make the tracking slow. You can keep an eye on it using the link, which was just to USPS's site for the tracking number I sent her. It will take about 8 to 15 days from the shipping date for your order to reach you due to international shipping. And don't worry about the items in your order, they're all on their way to you. There was a small problem with our system, but your whole order is on its journey. Your patience means a lot, Alex. If you have any more questions or need assistance, feel free to reach out. I'm here to make sure everything goes smoothly for you. Best regards, Christine." She was great, and she ended up being right. All of the items that I ordered were in the box, but I didn't enjoy that stress that I felt of like, great, I'm going to be double charged. So hopefully, can't confirm or deny that they fixed it, but hopefully they got that issue with their system corrected. And now that I have bored you to tears with my logistical issues, how about I actually tell you about the product? Starting with the construction, it is made out of a thick and durable plastic that is pretty sleek and smooth. And I also like that the flags are actually made out of plastic as well rather than paper, because they're not going to tear, and when you put them in your book, it's going to travel better. The pen loops are really cool too, because the outer loops actually allow you to put like a thicker highlighter or marker, and then the inside loops are more for the size of a regular pen. So I can kind of demonstrate that here. I have an Expo marker, which is not a highlighter, but they're the same size. All sits right there on the front, and that's very convenient if you're somebody that regularly is going to grab a highlighter. You can just pull it out, use it, put it back in, and keep reading. I was also kind of surprised of the weight of the BookMate, but that's mostly due to the magnets on the back, because these are very strong and they're thick magnets. When I have this on the cover of a book and I'm holding it up, after a while I noticed my arm was getting kind of tired. Other people might not have that problem. I have weak wrists. But it certainly didn't have a bad hand feel to have this on the front cover of the book, and it looks really nice. A word of caution though, after having used this for a little bit, I would not ever attempt to pick up the book by the BookMate thinking that you're going to disconnect the plate. Like, you can't just pick this up and pull it off and, you know, move the BookMate onto something else. As a matter of fact, once you've connected it to the front cover, you can't even slide this over without potentially damaging the book cover. You have to peel off the back cover, reposition it, and stick it back on. I also wanted to demonstrate that the magnets are strong enough to go through a hardcover book as well. So go in, put the plate in, stick it on there, and you're ready to go. The one thing I really don't like about using this on a hardcover book is the gap that it creates. And in that way, it kind of demonstrates that this back plate is a bit bulky, because you're not going to notice it as much when using a paperback book, but you certainly do with a hardback book. So I was talking with Keaton about this problem, because I was like, if I'm reading a hardback book and I want to use this, but I don't want the gap, what should I do instead? And he actually had a really great idea. He recommended, because I carry around book bows, which are just, you know, carrying pouches that are made of cloth for my books, that instead of putting it on the cover of the book, I can just put it on the book bow itself. And it's pretty secure on there as well. And what's nice is then if I want to travel with it and I'm worried about any of the tabs being ripped off, which will happen if you just throw the BookMate into a bag without it being protected in any way, if it's rustling around and it's shifting around in your bag, these tabs can come off. So I would recommend, if you're traveling with your book, remove the BookMate from your book bow and walk around this way. I also wanted to talk about the flags themselves, because them being made of plastic greatly affects your ability to write on them. So I was trying to find different markers and pens and whatnot that I could use to see if you could, one, write on them, and two, after you wrote on them, if it would transfer to a piece of paper if you were to close your book. So you can't write on them with a regular pen, so don't even try to do that. I bought a special kind of gel pen that is supposed to dry in 5 seconds. When I wrote on paper with it, it worked great. It worked exactly as intended. When I tried to write on the plastic, I was like waving it around, I was blowing on it, and I was just trying to get it to dry, and no matter what I did, it would still transfer to another piece of paper. The only thing I found that I could write on with these, in the event that you're wanting to like create a key in the front of your book, which I like to do, because I like to be able to tell myself like, hey, these are what the colors mean. The only thing I found that I could use to write on these that wouldn't cause a transfer was a regular old Sharpie marker. I can't rate, of course, the different size flags because I ended up having to change my order, but I did get several kits that came with different colored ones, and I think if you're somebody that really likes either aesthetics or you want to use colors based off of what season it is, these are really gorgeous. And I also enjoy the ones that have just the white with the colors on the end, and they have also ones that are with just the colors in circles on the end as well. I did notice when I had this on my book that if I tried to take the backing off of the magnet, if I wasn't careful enough, this black strip that's holding the magnet to the actual plastic backing was starting to peel off, and I could physically see the magnet and the glue underneath. But if you can, when you're peeling off the magnet, try to get your nails underneath it and just peel it, kind of rotate it, if you will, from the side. One thing I do really appreciate about the construction of the BookMate is the flags, and this plastic sheet that fits in here is a standard size. So you don't actually have to order flag refills from Achievers if you don't want to. You can order some off of Amazon and the size will fit in here just the same. The only difference is they don't have the little tab backings that are going to actually stick it to the BookMate. So if you want to order refills from Amazon, you're going to end up needing to put like double-sided tape or something to keep it stuck to the BookMate. You also, if you order them on Amazon, aren't going to get the same variety of colors and options. So that's really based off of your preference and how long you're willing to wait to get more. So if you were to ask my opinion of, Alex, was this worth the money? I would tell you that honestly, it's a really cool tool. If you're somebody that annotates a lot, I could definitely say that it would be worth the money, particularly because I ended up getting so many flags in my order. I think each of these packs that I got, and I got 3 of them, has like 1,200 flags in them. That's gonna last me probably the lifetime of my BookMate unless I just go absolutely crazy with my annotating. So if you consider that $60 for something that you're gonna be using for a long time, that's not bad. Was it worth the wait though? That's the real question, and that I'm going to have to leave up to you. It's entirely possible if you were to order it that you're not going to have to wait as long as me. They did, of course, end up getting more of these in stock, and I was able to get my order eventually, so maybe they have fixed their issues. But I will say, if you want something that you're guaranteed to get more quickly, you can either just buy the tabs, like I said, on Amazon, or you can go on Etsy, and there are creators who have made bookmarks that have the tabs as well, so you can just put them in your book and use that as your bookmark, and then you don't have to worry about the magnets. It's kind of up to you on whether you just really like the flag options and if you really want the ability to put pins and just have it stick to the front of your book. The company does offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. I obviously didn't return mine, so maybe you will want to give it a shot. But I do intend overall to keep using this, and I really appreciate that you took this time to watch my video. My viewers ended up voting on whether I was going to even make this video or not, because I wasn't sure if people were going to be interested in a product review. So those of you who voted, thank you so much. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening, that you all stay safe out there, and I'll see you next time.